Good day to you all. We are reporting live from somewhere in Minnesota, bringing you the latest and most important news from around the world. Last time in the Emmanuel Kids newsroom, we discovered ways we can be generous with our treasure.
Yeah, and not a pirate's treasure.
That's right, Lance. This week, we're going to discover how we can be generous with our time.
Generous with our time. Does that mean there won't be any school or homework? Because that would be awesome.
Not quite. Well, let's find out what being generous with our time really means. It's time for our big idea, and then we'll see what the Bible has to say about it.
Our big idea this week is I can be generous with my time. Can you say that with me? I can be generous with my time. Great job, guys. Our memory verse this week is, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters, you did for me." Matthew 25, verse 40. Can you say it with me? Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters, you did for me. Matthew 25, verse 40. Good job, guys. Our Bible story today comes from the book of Luke. Jesus was traveling and stopped at the home of Martha. Mary and Martha were sisters. While Jesus was visiting, Martha had so much to do to prepare for Jesus' visit. She had to clean her house, she needed to cook yummy food. There was so much to do. Mary, on the other hand, she just sat at the feet of Jesus, listening to what he was saying. She didn't help her sister Martha at all. Martha became very upset with Mary and asked Jesus, "Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do all the work by myself? Tell her to help me." Jesus told Martha, "You are worried and upset about many things, but those things, they aren't needed. Mary has chosen what is better." Mary gave her time generously to Jesus instead of rushing around cleaning and cooking. This doesn't mean that we shouldn't clean or cook, but we do need to think about how we're spending our time. God wants our time to be spent doing things that matter to him.
Wow, Martha sure was busy. I can't imagine spending my time cleaning. Ugh.
Mary did make the better choice with how she spent her time, but Lance, sometimes we do still need to clean.
But why? If we're supposed to be generous with our time, that means I can spend a generous amount of time playing Minecraft, right? That's way better than cleaning.
Lance, I don't think you're quite getting it. Let's keep moving to help you out.
Our big idea this week is I can be generous with my time. Can you say that with me? I can be generous with my time. Great job, guys. Our memory verse this week is, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters, you did for me." Matthew 25, verse 40. Can you say it with me? Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters, you did for me. Matthew 25, verse 40. Good job, guys.
Hi, my name is Logan, and this is my generosity story. I was generous with my time by helping others at the food shelf rather than using the time for myself. I volunteered with my mom, my brother, Raiden, Zoe, and JD. People who can't afford food get food at the food shelf. A food shelf is needed because if there wasn't a food shelf, the people who can't afford food would starve. The volunteers get a list of food that the family needs, then they get the food from the food shelf, they weigh the food, and then it is packed in the car. It made me feel good because I was helping others rather than using my time for myself.
Yeah, gotta get that right there. Oh. Yeah, gotta get the dirt. Yeah, I gotta get deep. There we go. Oh, tree mallow. Do you think that's like marshmallows?
Oh, Lance,
You know.
you have quite a mess here. What are you doing?
I'm planting seeds to remind myself to be generous, of course. If we plant a lot of seeds by showing generosity to our family, friends, and neighbors, God will turn that generosity into something so much better than I could have ever imagined. Maybe marshmallows. Remember the Bible verse, whoever sows generously will reap generously. Well, that's what I'm doing. I love dirt!
Wow. Sometimes you really surprise me.
That's what a lot of people say.
I think Lance actually got it. Did you? Well, we'll see you next time in our Emmanuel Kids newsroom, where we bring you the latest and biggest issues happening around the world.